Hey there, everyone! Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the quirks and mysteries of modern dating with a dash of humor, a sprinkle of science, and a whole lot of sass. Today's video is all about those spicy messages we sometimes get. Yes, those sexual texts that can leave us blushing, giggling, or even scratching our heads wondering, how do I respond to that? In today's video, we're going to explore 10 ways to respond to his sexual texts and handle sexual tension. We'll break down each point backed by science, peppered with real-life examples, and yes, with plenty of humor along the way. So whether you're trying to up your texting game or simply want to navigate that electrifying tension like a pro, this video is for you. And if you enjoy our content, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because you won't want to miss what we have coming up next. Our first tip is all about embracing the playful energy of those texts. Sexual tension thrives on playfulness and wit. When he sends you a cheeky message, don't be afraid to reciprocate with a touch of humor and flirtation. Research has shown that playful teasing can actually increase attraction by releasing dopamine, the same feel-good hormone that makes eating chocolate or winning at your favorite game so satisfying. For example, if he texts, "I can't stop thinking about last night," you might respond with something like, "Well, if you keep thinking, my brain might overheat. Should I send you a cool-down video?" This kind of response not only acknowledges the tension, but also keeps the conversation light and fun. Remember, folks, humor is your secret weapon. It's like turning on the charm switch with a sprinkle of cheeky wit. So next time you get a sizzling text, channel your inner comedian and let the flirtation begin. And hey, if you're loving these tips so far, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments your favorite flirtatious comeback. Tip number 2 is to mirror his tone. This technique is backed by research and communication studies. People tend to feel more connected when their communication style is mirrored. Essentially, when you match his level of intensity and humor, you're sending a clear message that you're on the same wavelength. Imagine he sends, "I wish I could press pause on time when I'm with you." You could reply with something like, "Well, I guess we're both breaking the time-space continuum then." It's playful, a bit nerdy, and perfectly mirrors the grandiosity of his statement. Mirroring isn't just about copying, it's about understanding the vibe he's sending and building on it. Think of it as a dance. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow, but either way, you're moving to the same rhythm. And remember, if you like these insights, hit that subscribe button and share your favorite mirroring technique in the comments below. Now let's talk about boundaries, because while sexual tension is exciting, it's crucial to know your comfort zone. Research in relationship psychology emphasizes that clear boundaries create a secure space for intimacy and play. You can set boundaries without killing the mood by adding a flirty twist. For instance, if he sends overly explicit messages and you feel a bit overwhelmed, you might say, "Wow, you're turning up the heat here. Let's just keep it simmering for now, shall we?" This not only lets him know your pace, but also keeps the conversation engaging and fun. Think of it as fine-tuning a radio station. Sometimes you need to adjust the dial to get that perfect mix of hot and just right. And if you've ever set a boundary with a twist, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. Tip number 4 is a personal favorite. Use humor to diffuse any awkwardness that might arise. Even in the midst of heated texts, a well-timed joke can break the tension and bring you both back to a comfortable space. Let's say he sends you a text that's a bit too forward for your taste. Instead of feeling pressured, you could respond with, "Whoa, slow down there, my phone can't handle all that excitement at once." This playful quip gives you a moment to regroup and steer the conversation in a direction that feels right for you. Science tells us that laughter triggers the release of endorphins, those feel-good hormones that help reduce stress and foster connection. So keep your sense of humor handy. It's like having a secret superpower in your texting arsenal. And hey, if this tip made you smile, remember to hit like and subscribe, and share your funniest comeback in the comments below. Now, on to tip number 5. Build anticipation by teasing just a little. This is where you can really let your imagination run wild. The art of teasing in communication is backed by studies showing that anticipation can elevate sexual excitement by releasing oxytocin, the bonding hormone, making you both feel closer even from afar. For example, if he texts, "I can't wait to see you tonight," You might reply with, "Oh, you're in for a surprise. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve that even Netflix can't stream." It's playful, mysterious, and sets the stage for more exciting encounters. The key here is subtlety. You want to spark his curiosity without giving everything away. Think of it like a movie trailer, just enough to intrigue him, but leaving him eager for the full feature. If you're loving these ideas, don't forget to subscribe for more hot tips, and let me know in the comments what your favorite teasing technique is. Tip number 6 is all about embracing double entendres, a sophisticated way to communicate desire without being too explicit. Double entendres allow you to send a message that's playful and layered, inviting him to read between the lines. For instance, if he texts something suggestive, you might reply with, "I'd love to see you take the lead on the remote control tonight," leaving him to wonder whether you're talking about your favorite TV show or something a bit more risque. It's clever, it's ambiguous, and it invites him to engage in a bit of intellectual flirtation. This technique isn't just about being coy, it's about showing that you can keep up with his wit and match his desire for a playful challenge. And guess what? Studies in linguistics suggest that the use of layered language can actually enhance emotional connection by making conversations more engaging and fun. So if you've got a favorite double entendre or a moment when it saved the day, share your story in the comments and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. While playful banter is fantastic, sometimes you need to be direct. And that's our tip number 7. Being honest about your desires and boundaries is incredibly sexy and builds trust. In fact, psychological research shows that clear communication can reduce anxiety and increase intimacy in relationships. If his texts are leading to misunderstandings, or if you're unsure about where things are heading, try responding with something like, "I love our banter, but I just want to make sure we're both on the same page about what we want." It's straightforward, respectful, and shows that you value both his feelings and your own. Think of this tip as a way of keeping the lines of communication open, like a well-oiled machine that runs smoothly without any awkward hiccups. And trust me, being clear about your intentions can make the anticipation and eventual encounter all the more rewarding. So if you agree that honesty is the best policy, drop a comment below sharing how you've successfully navigated these conversations, and give us a thumbs up if you're all about that clear communication life. Tip number 8 is to simply acknowledge the tension. Sometimes, just recognizing the electric energy between you can add to the thrill. There's research in social psychology that suggests when we validate our partner's feelings, it deepens the connection and makes the interaction more fulfilling. For example, if he texts something like, "I feel this incredible spark between us," you could respond with, "I know, right? It's like we're both starring in our own blockbuster romance." This shows that you're on board with the vibe and are excited by it. Acknowledging the chemistry doesn't mean you have to dive headfirst into the deep end if you're not ready. It's all about letting him know that you appreciate the connection and are enjoying the dance of words. Plus, a little validation goes a long way in building mutual excitement. If you've felt that undeniable spark before, give this video a like and let me know about your most memorable moment in the comments. Tip number 9 is all about playing the long game, slow down, and build a narrative that draws both of you in. In our fast-paced digital world, there's something incredibly seductive about a slow-burning connection. Studies have shown that anticipation can significantly increase arousal and satisfaction in relationships. If he texts, "I can't wait to get you alone," you might reply with, "I can't wait for the night to reveal its secrets, but let's see if you can keep up with my mysterious plot twists." This response turns your conversation into a playful narrative, where each text is a chapter in an enticing story. Building anticipation over time not only deepens the connection, but also makes the eventual payoff that much sweeter. It's like watching a slow-burn thriller where every scene adds to the suspense and excitement. So if you're all about that slow-build romance, hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments if you're a fan of building tension over time. And finally, tip number 10, end your conversation on a high note. Leaving him wanting more is the secret sauce to maintaining sexual tension and ensuring that the spark continues even after the conversation ends. For instance, if you've been having a particularly steamy exchange, you might say, "I'd love to continue this conversation later. I have a feeling the night holds even more surprises for us. This not only keeps the momentum going, but also gives both of you something to look forward to. There's actually a bit of science behind this. Studies in romantic communication suggest that leaving interactions on an anticipatory note can increase overall satisfaction and desire. It's the art of the cliffhanger, like the best episodes of your favorite series that make you hit next episode immediately. So, if you're all about that lingering mystery and keeping the tension alive, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and share your favorite cliffhanger moment in the comments below. Alright, let's do a quick recap of our 10 sizzling tips for responding to his sexual texts and handling that irresistible sexual tension. Embrace the playfulness. Respond with witty flirtation to keep the vibe light and fun. Mirror his tone. Match his energy to show you're on the same wavelength. Set boundaries with a flirty twist. Keep it fun while respecting your limits. Use humor to diffuse awkward moments. A good laugh goes a long way in easing tension. Build anticipation. Tease a little to keep him guessing. Use double entendre. Speak in playful, layered language that leaves room for imagination. Be direct when you need to. Honest communication is not only sexy, but builds trust. Acknowledge the tension. Validate the connection and enjoy the spark. Play the long game. Build a narrative over time for a slow-burning romance. End on a high note. Leave him wanting more, setting the stage for future excitement. And there you have it, 10 ways to handle those spicy texts with grace, wit, and a touch of science-backed charm. Whether you're a texting newbie or a seasoned pro, these tips can help you navigate the exhilarating world of sexual tension while keeping things light, fun, and respectful. Remember, every conversation is a dance, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, but always full of potential. Embrace the excitement, set your own pace, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. And hey, if you've learned something new today, or if you have your own hilarious or clever responses that have worked wonders, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another dose of fun, flirty, and sometimes a little bit cheeky advice. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us bring you even more engaging content every week. Before we sign off, here's a little challenge for you. The next time you receive a spicy text, try using one of these tips and see how he reacts. And if you're brave enough to share your results, our comment section is always open for a good laugh, a smart comeback, or even a confession or two. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep the conversation sizzling and the tension tantalizing. Stay curious, stay playful, and remember, a little humor goes a long way in the game of love and lust. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and share this video with your friends who might need a little help navigating their text messages. Follow us on social media for more tips, behind-the-scenes bloopers, and all things fun and flirty. See you in the next video! Oh, and before we go, here's a quick bonus tip for those of you who love a little quanda. One of our subscribers asked, what if he sends a text that's just too out there? How do I respond without sounding too judgmental? Great question. My advice, take a deep breath, smile, and maybe throw in a lighthearted, whoa, are we trying to set a new world record for spicy texts? Because you're definitely in the running. This not only shows that you're not intimidated, but it also keeps the dialogue open and fun. Remember, it's all about keeping the vibe respectful while having a good laugh together. Feel free to send in more questions or share your experiences in the comments. We love hearing from you, and your question might even get featured in our next video. Alright, lovelies, that's all for today's video on 10 ways to respond to his sexual texts and handle sexual tension. I hope you found these tips as entertaining as they are practical, and that you feel a little more empowered to handle those electrifying conversations with confidence, humor, and a sprinkle of science. If you haven't already, be sure to hit subscribe, drop a comment below, and share this video with anyone who might need a laugh or a nudge in the right direction when it comes to those tantalizing texts. Thanks for spending your time with us. Your support keeps the fun and flirt alive. Until next time, keep flirting, keep laughing, and most importantly, keep being your fabulous self. Bye for now, and see you soon on our next adventure into the world of love, life, and laughter.